Hello everyone, my name is Patrick, I am the MangaReviewer, and today I'm going to review my favorite manhwa of all time, Return of the Mount Hua Sect. So this is how it starts. The demon sent from the skies from the devilish group who turned the entire world into a bloodshed. The leader of the heavenly demon sect. Here he is a sect leader, and this is our main character. A plum blossom bloom must come to an end at some point. So the 13th disciple of the great Mount Hua Sect is our main character. He is one of the three great swordsmen of his era, and his name is Myung, the plum blossom sword saint. And he is just about to die. So in the war against Chunma, the heavenly demon, he was the last one to survive and the one to do the killing blow on him. Every single member of the Mount Hua Sect has lost their lives in this place. Look at the mountain of dead bodies here. And so this is how the story begins. So we're introduced to the main character and the backstory and how strong the demon was. And he was the greatest swordsman of that time. And he was able to do the final blow against the demon. And he's about to die. But his entire sect almost died in the process, as you can see with the dead. And then he becomes isekai'd. So he wakes up right after dying and says, "Who is this child?" He in this reflection of the water. And then 100 years has passed. So he's a reborn 100 years later, and well, the first thing he wants to do is return to the Mount Hua Sect. But he realized he's left alone in this world, and the only thing he has left is the Mount Hua Sect. But 100 years have passed, and he realized on his way there that the Mount Hua Sect is very not well known anymore. Before, it was one of the 10 great sects, and because of him, it was one of the top 3 sects because of his prowess. And now he's asking informants, and they barely know about it, and they think it doesn't exist anymore. So he runs there as soon as possible, and he returns to the Mount Hua Sect as a child. This is it. Mount Hua Sect is named the Cherry Blossoms. So that's what the sword style is named after. And as you can see from the scenery, that's where the name comes from. And as he comes back, he realized the sect is in ruin. Not only because all the top members were killed, but in retaliation, the demon sect razed them to the ground. And as he goes in, he realized they don't have a placard anymore, the one that his master cleaned every morning. And he goes into the training ground and is like, "Where's the marble stone floors? It's just dirt. What the hell?" And it's like, "Where's the heavenly golden palace and all the things of the grandioseness they used to have?" And he said, "We sold it." And he's just absolutely devastated. He realized in the current sect, they don't have wealth. They don't have all their old techniques anymore, nor talent. But the one thing he can control is talent. They don't seem talented, but they have him. He is the top dog. So he has all the techniques, all the training, and he was the top dog, exactly. And then he gets introduced. He wants to rejoin the Mount Hua Sect. He rejoins it, and he sees these kids, and he's like, "All right, we're gonna bring ourselves back to glory. I'll make sure I'll give them the proper attention they want. And my attention is a little bit different from others." Smacks the shit about the top dog, as you can see, and he says, "It's time to train, mofos." And he asks the trainer, after showing his prowess, "Give us 1 month, Great Sasuk. I'll make sure to bring you results within the month." So that's kind of the story is there. So it's the story about Myung brings back the Mount Hua Sect back to its peak glory, and how he'll do it. And as you can see from the beginning as well, we also realize that the demons will be coming back. So that's something that we're going to get later on in the story, but that's not too important right now. So let's just give us a quick breakdown. The art wise, as you see, it's pretty damn good. Like it can be better, but it's like a solid 9 on art. Great character designs, fights are awesome. The story, honestly, is a 9.5. It's a great story. It's not the most original story, which I give it an 8, but because it's a murim, it has like very similar tropes. But the story itself, the world building, the giving insight about the world, about 100 years later, and they don't reveal too much at one time. They really take the time to build the characters up, build a sense of story and a sense of world. So that's why I gave the pacing a 10. The characters, I've only introduced the main character, but there are some great characters in here. They all have their own complex history and background, and they feel like real characters, like unlike some that you read where it's just a very generic. Each character has their own personalities and really shows on their decision making, how they fight, and how they get built up. Dialogue wise, I gave it a 9 because it's actually a very funny manga. There's some very funny moments. It uses the dialogue and the characters and the all together to create like a really cohesive, funny story with great characters, amazing fighting, and just some of the most hype moments out there. And I'm giving the score of a 9.21, my absolute favorite manhwa right now. Highly recommend to read it. You should read it right away. Just a little show of how like a hype it is. This is the first chapter review. Rereading for the gazillionth time. How does it keep getting better? I don't know if you same. Is it that good? Yes, it's that good. Read it right now. See you guys next time.